Do you know that intention setting could be the most powerful manifestation technique you'll ever use? Jacobo Grinberg, the visionary scientist and psychologist, swore by this method to unlock the potential of the mind and align it with the quantum field of possibilities. In this video, we'll reveal why Grinberg believed intention setting holds the key to creating your desired reality. Plus, we'll guide you through a simple, 5-step process to master this transformative practice. Stick around till the end to learn how you can harness this technique today and start manifesting the life you truly deserve. Number 1. Clarify your desire. Let's talk about clarity. It's the backbone of setting intentions and manifesting the life you want. Imagine trying to paint a masterpiece but squinting at a blurry image. Frustrating, right? That's what happens when your desires are vague or half-formed. You can't expect the universe, or even your own subconscious, to deliver the goods when you're not sure what you're asking for. So, let's dive deep into what it really means to clarify your desire and why it's an absolute game changer. First off, clarity isn't just knowing what you want in a general sense. It's not enough to say, "I want to be successful," or "I want to be happy." Sure, those are nice ideas, but they're like ordering something delicious at a restaurant. You'll get something, but is it what you truly wanted? Probably not. You've got to drill down and get specific. What does success look like to you? What does happiness feel like? The more precise you get, the better your chances of turning that idea into reality. Here's the thing, clarity doesn't just magically appear. It's a process. Start by asking yourself, what do I really want? Not what society says you should want. Not what your parents or peers think is best for you. What does your heart say? Be brutally honest with yourself. Strip away the noise, the expectations, and the fear of judgment. This is about you and your truth, no one else's. And don't be afraid to go deep here. Dig beneath the surface. Sometimes what we think we want is just the tip of the iceberg. For example, if your desire is financial freedom, ask yourself why. What does that freedom represent to you? Security? Adventure? Peace of mind? The clearer you are about the root of your desire, the easier it becomes to focus your energy on manifesting it. Once you've pinpointed your desire, take it a step further, paint a picture of it in your mind. Don't just think about it in words. Visualize it. Feel it. Bring it to life in your imagination. What does it look like, smell like, taste like? Engage all your senses and make it as real as possible. The more vivid and detailed your mental image, the more powerful your intention becomes. This isn't woo-woo magic, it's psychology. Your brain is wired to work toward what it can clearly see and feel. Another key part of clarifying your desire is making sure it resonates with you on every level. Sometimes, we think we want something because it sounds good on paper, but deep down, it doesn't align with who we are. If your desire doesn't light you up or feel authentic, you're going to struggle to manifest it. Sit with it. Does it excite you? Does it give you that spark of inspiration? If not, tweak it until it feels right. Now, let's talk about the power of writing it down. There's something transformative about taking your desire from the intangible realm of thought and putting it into physical form. Grab a journal, a piece of paper, or even the Notes app on your phone, and write it out. Be specific. Use present tense. Write as if it's already yours. For example, instead of saying, "I want a fulfilling career," try, "I am thriving in a career that fills me with passion and purpose." Notice the shift in energy? It's subtle but profound. And here's the kicker, clarity breeds confidence. When you know exactly what you want, you stop second-guessing yourself. You stop sending mixed signals to the universe. Your focus sharpens, and your actions align. Suddenly, things start to click. Opportunities appear. Synchronicities happen. It's not magic, it's the power of intention amplified by clarity. So, take a moment today to sit down with yourself. Get clear. Write it out. Visualize it. Feel it. Let your desire take shape in vivid, undeniable detail. This is the foundation of manifestation, and once you've nailed this step, you're already halfway there. Number 2, write down your intention. Writing down your intention is more than just jotting a few words on a piece of paper. It's about creating a physical manifestation of what you want to bring into your life, something that transforms your vague thoughts into something tangible. It might seem simple at first, but trust me, this small act carries a profound energy. You're not just writing down words, you're turning abstract desires into clear, focused goals. Think about it, when you write something down, it's like you're making a promise to yourself. You're signaling to your mind that this is important, that this is a commitment. And when you do this, you set your brain in motion. It starts to recognize that your intention matters. Writing it down is like planting a seed in the fertile soil of your mind. You can water it, nurture it, and watch it grow. But if you leave it in your head, it stays murky, floating around with a bunch of other random thoughts. Here's where the power lies. When you write something down, it goes from being an idea to something real, something you can look at, touch, and feel. It's no longer just a passing thought, it becomes something you can return to again and again. Each time you see your written intention, you remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing, and why it matters. But don't just write any old thing. Be specific. The more detailed you are about your intention, the better. You want to carve out a clear path that you can follow. This is not about vague dreams. It's about a real, actionable step toward your goal. When you put something down on paper, make it as clear and specific as possible. If your intention is to grow stronger physically, don't just write, "I want to get stronger." Instead, get detailed. I will lift weights 3 times a week for 45 minutes to increase my strength by 10% in the next 3 months. The act of writing also activates another part of your mind, the subconscious. It begins to pick up on the little clues you've laid out for it. Even if you don't consciously think about your intention all the time, your subconscious is constantly working behind the scenes. You've given it something to focus on, and it will start to align your actions, thoughts, and energy toward achieving it. And here's the thing, don't just write your intention down once and leave it. Make it a ritual. Come back to it. Read it aloud. Feel it. Visualize it happening as you read it. Maybe even add a bit of emotion to it. Feel the excitement of having already achieved your goal. The more emotion you pour into it, the more your subconscious takes it seriously. You don't want your intention to feel like a distant wish. You want it to feel real, like it's already part of your life. One thing that people often overlook is that writing down your intention also helps you organize your thoughts. It's easy to get lost in the noise of everyday life, with all the distractions and demands on your time. But when you write down what matters most, it serves as a gentle reminder, helping you to stay focused. It cuts through the clutter, bringing clarity. And don't underestimate the power of revisiting your intention. Life has a way of throwing curveballs at you, and it's easy to get off track. But when you've written your intention down, you have something to go back to. It's like a compass in the storm. The more you look at it, the more ingrained it becomes in your life. It's not just a piece of paper anymore, it's a part of who you are, something that drives your decisions and actions. To make this even more powerful, you can add a sense of urgency. Writing your intention down and setting a clear timeline for when you want to achieve it makes it all the more powerful. Without a deadline, it's easy for intentions to slip into the someday category. We all know how that goes. But with a date attached, your intention feels more real, like it's actually going to happen. So, grab a pen and paper and start writing. Don't overthink it. Let it flow. The act of writing will help clarify your intention, make it real, and set the stage for action. You'll be amazed at how such a small thing can have such a huge impact. Just try it. Number 3, visualize the outcome. Let's dive into the concept of visualizing the outcome. It's one of those things that sounds a bit woo-woo at first, but once you get the hang of it, becomes such a powerful tool in manifestation. Visualizing the outcome isn't just about closing your eyes and imagining your goals. It's about really feeling them, sensing them, bringing them to life in a way that's so vivid you could almost touch them. Imagine you're stepping into your future, experiencing it in the present moment. It's not passive. It's immersive. Your mind's eye becomes a cinema, and you're both the director and the audience, seeing every detail unfold in real time. But here's the kicker, it's not enough to simply picture the outcome. You've got to immerse yourself in it emotionally. Feel the joy, the excitement, the sense of accomplishment. Why? Because your brain doesn't distinguish much between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. When you align your emotions with the mental imagery, you create a magnetic force that pulls you toward what you desire. Let's break that down. When you visualize, try not just to see your desired outcome, but to truly embody it. Picture what success feels like. If it's about a promotion, imagine the pride and satisfaction as you step into that new role. Feel the weight of the responsibility, but also the excitement of being recognized. The more emotionally charged your visualization is, the stronger the impact. It's like when you daydream about something, except now, you're intentionally crafting your own reality. It's easy to get stuck in visualizing surface-level outcomes. You know, the stuff that looks good in pictures, financial success, a new car, a bigger house. But go deeper than that. What does that success mean for you on a soul-deep level? Is it the freedom to do what you love every day? The joy of being able to help others, or the peace of mind knowing you're financially secure? These are the aspects that fuel your manifestation. You also need to tap into the senses. Don't just see it, hear it, feel it, smell it, taste it, even. If you're imagining a peaceful life, see the soft glow of sunlight coming through the windows, hear the birds chirping outside, feel the calm in your body. When you weave these sensory experiences into your visualizations, it becomes even more potent. Now, this isn't a one-time deal. Visualization needs to be an ongoing practice. You can't just do it once and expect the universe to deliver your dreams. It's about repetition, consistency, and making it a part of your daily routine. The more you practice, the more naturally it becomes a part of your thinking process. Soon, you'll find that your default mode is to envision your success, especially in challenging situations. It builds a mental framework that helps you navigate obstacles and stay on course. Think of it like training a muscle. At first, it might feel awkward or forced. But over time, as you commit to the practice, it becomes easier, more natural. And that's when the magic happens, when you no longer need to force it, but the visualization flows seamlessly into your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Visualizing the outcome isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about creating a mental roadmap for your goals and then moving through life as if they're already your reality. Your mind starts to filter opportunities that align with your vision, and your actions become more purposeful. It's like setting an internal GPS to guide you toward your destination, but in a way that feels exciting and full of possibilities. When you visualize, you're not waiting for something to happen to you. You're putting yourself in the driver's seat, taking control of your narrative, and actively moving toward the life you want to create. This isn't some abstract concept, it's a tool that can help you build the future you're meant for. So, give it a try today. Let your mind wander, let it dream, and let it feel the reality you're calling into existence. The more you do it, the closer it gets. Number 4, feel the emotions of success. Let's get real for a second. Manifesting isn't just about thinking nice thoughts or setting clear goals. It's about feeling. Like, truly feeling what it would be like if your dreams were already real. This is where the magic happens, where the gears of manifestation start turning. Jacobo Grinberg knew this, he swore by it. Why? Because emotions are the fuel that powers your intentions. Without them, your desires are like a car with no gas, stuck. Here's the deal, your brain can't really tell the difference between something that's actually happening and something you vividly imagine, especially when emotions are involved. Think about the last time you had a super vivid daydream. Your heart might have raced, or you smiled without meaning to. That's the kind of energy we're talking about here. When you feel the emotions of success, you're essentially tricking your mind into thinking, hey, this is real. And once your mind believes it, your actions and energy naturally align to make it happen. So, how do you do this? Start by closing your eyes and diving into your imagination. Picture your dream life, but don't just look at it like it's a movie. Step into it. You're not watching someone else live your dream, you're living it yourself. What does it feel like to wake up in the morning knowing you've achieved everything you've ever wanted? What's the vibe in your heart? Is it calm, joyful, proud, or maybe a mix of all three? Get specific. And don't stop at just the good feelings. Success can come with layers. Maybe there's relief, like the weight of the world is finally off your shoulders. Or maybe there's a fiery excitement, that kind of buzz that makes you want to jump out of bed and tackle the day. Let yourself feel it all. The key is to make the emotional experience as rich and textured as possible. It's not just about thinking happy thoughts, it's about creating an emotional masterpiece in your mind. Here's a little trick, anchor those emotions in your body. What does joy feel like physically? Is it a lightness in your chest? A tingle in your fingertips? When you imagine your success, notice where the emotions show up in your body and really lean into them. This helps you embody the feeling instead of just thinking about it. Now, here's where most people get tripped up. They think they have to wait for success to feel these emotions. Nope. Flip the script. You don't need external proof to feel successful right now. In fact, waiting for your outer world to change before you allow yourself to feel good is like putting the cart before the horse. The universe responds to energy, not your wish list. So, act like it's already yours. Feel like it's already yours. That's how you call it in. Another thing to keep in mind, this isn't a one-time exercise. You can't just sit down, feel the feelings for 5 minutes, and then forget about it. Make it a daily ritual. Maybe it's in the morning when you first wake up, or at night before you fall asleep. Those are powerful times when your mind is more open to suggestion. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let yourself sink into the emotions of your dream life. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, until eventually, you're carrying that energy with you throughout your day. And here's a fun bonus. When you start feeling the emotions of success, you'll notice something wild. Your reality starts to shift. It's like your energy sends out a signal that attracts people, opportunities, and experiences that match what you're feeling. It's not coincidence, it's alignment. You're no longer chasing your dreams, you're pulling them toward you. So, don't skip this step. Don't let it feel like a chore. Let it be playful, joyful, even indulgent. Feel the thrill, the peace, the gratitude of having it all. Because when you master the art of feeling, you're not just setting intentions, you're living them. And that's where the real power lies. Number 5, release and trust the process. Here's the thing about manifestation, it's not all about pushing, striving, or obsessing over every little detail. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is release. Let go of that tight grip you have on your desires and trust that the universe, or whatever you believe in, has its own way of making things happen. The act of releasing isn't about giving up on your intention, it's about surrendering the how and when. You set the intention, and then you let the process unfold naturally. I get it, letting go can feel uncomfortable. We're wired to want control, to constantly do, act, and make things happen. But in this case, releasing doesn't mean you're doing nothing. Far from it. It's more about stepping back and allowing your intention to align with the bigger picture, trusting that all the pieces will come together in their own time. You see, we often fall into the trap of forcing our goals to materialize. We get impatient. We start doubting. We feel like if we're not actively working on something every second of the day, then we're not moving forward. But what happens when you release? You stop chasing so hard, and instead, you create space for things to flow toward you. You stop clinging to every step, every small victory, or every little setback. You trust that if your intention is clear, and you've put the energy into it, the rest will take care of itself. It's like trying to grab water with your bare hands. The harder you try, the more it slips through your fingers. But when you relax and open your palms, the water fills the spaces naturally. The same goes for manifestation. When you trust that your intention is set and the universe has your back, you open up to receive in ways you can't predict. The tighter your grip, the more you block it. It's about finding that sweet spot where you do what you need to do, and then step aside, trusting the rest will follow. And trust me, this isn't passive. Releasing isn't the same as sitting around waiting for something to happen. It's more about taking aligned action without the heavy weight of expectation. You do what feels right, but without clinging to a rigid outcome. If you've done the work of setting your intention, then everything after that is about maintaining faith. It's about continuing to show up for your goal, but without constantly stressing over how it's going to happen. This trust also means that you're no longer defining your progress solely by external markers. You stop measuring success by how quickly your intention comes to life. It's easy to get hung up on timelines, to feel frustrated when things aren't moving as fast as you'd like. But when you release the need to control the outcome, you allow things to unfold in their own perfect timing. Sometimes, the most powerful shifts happen when you least expect them, and often when you stop trying so hard to make them happen. It's important to remember that release doesn't mean you're passive or that you no longer care about your goal. No, it's a different kind of engagement. It's a relaxed, confident engagement. You know that what you want is on its way, and you trust that it's already on the path toward you, even if you can't see it yet. And this doesn't just magically happen overnight. It takes practice, patience, and a mindset shift. You have to learn to trust, even when things don't seem to be going according to plan. The hardest part for many is trusting that everything is working out, even when the results aren't immediately obvious. It's easy to get discouraged or start questioning if you're on the right path. But when you release and trust the process, you give the universe room to surprise you. Sometimes the way forward is different from what you imagined, and when you trust the flow, you make room for opportunities to show up in ways you couldn't have predicted. So, if you're feeling the urge to micromanage your manifestation process, take a step back. Pause. Breathe. Let go of the how and the when. Focus on the fact that your intention is already in motion, and trust that things are aligning as they should. The universe has its way of delivering what's meant for you. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is simply step out of the way. Jacobo Grinberg's approach to manifestation through intention setting is a reminder of how powerful our minds truly are. By focusing your energy and aligning your intentions with clarity and purpose, you can create profound changes in your reality. What are you manifesting today? Drop your thoughts or intentions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found value in this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future content that can transform your life. Thanks for watching, and remember, your intentions shape your reality. See you in the next video.